Welcome to today's Swarf and Chips. Now, Colin and myself have travelled to Gloucestershire to a company called L&R Precision, a subcontract machine shop that was founded back in 2003. On today's show, we're going to see a little bit of a tour of their latest machine shop. We're also going to see some of their latest investments and find out more about their most recent partnership that will surely brighten up your day.
Great example of UK manufacturing. We're here with Phil from Core Lighting. I can see the lights behind us. A quick summary or overview of what they are.
Okay, so we got into this 12 years ago making products like this, which are uplighters for events. These are battery powered, lithium battery powered, and we sell these as uplights to very high-end venues and also events companies around the world. Specifically places like the Ritz Hotel, Natural History Museum.
Recognise it from there, absolutely.
Yep, but as far away as Japan. We sell these as far away as Japan.
So manufacturing UK, going all around the world.
And L&R make parts to go inside them.
Okay.
We've got a little uplighter here for lighting trees and also event spotting on tables. But actually this tube allows it to go into plant pots, so you can uplight fairly decent sized trees. And then we've got our exhibition lighting here. Yep. And the exhibition lighting, all of this is battery powered. These are the battery packs. 4 of these will actually light a whole exhibition stand.
So you're not having to worry about plugging them in. You can take them, attach them, nice and simple.
And no cost of power.
Brilliant. And then one of your core products.
One of the last products is the Floodlight. This is a 20,000 lumen sports floodlight.
We say 20,000 lumen, really bright.
Exceedingly bright, which is why it's not switched on. Otherwise, we'd be wrecking the camera right now.
Okay, but sold to high-end football clubs for their training grounds.
Indeed.
Okay, so
all over the country.
Great example of UK manufacturing. But your latest product, tucked away in here, won't say what it is. Lindsay's going to showcase it later.
So L&R has 2 facilities, one of which has its citizen sliding heads in, and we're in the second facility, and this is their most recent facility, and this is the first machine I want to show you. This is an EcoMill 600V from DMG MORI. This is a 3-axis machine. Within the machine it has quite generous dimensions. It's got quite a large working envelope, and it's kind of a cube working envelope as well. Now they put a lot of their larger, more complex work on here, and which will have the longer cycle times. I know for a fact that the operator loves working this touchscreen as well. Let's move on to the next machine, which is their XYZ Mill 560. Now this is their 4th axis machine. They have a huge demand for 4th axis work. I'm almost call this a workhorse. And again, they've got some of their larger batch work. In fact, let me just get one of the parts to show you. This is an example of one of the parts that they're making on here. So they've got that turning capacity too, and they've got etching also. However, there was a huge bottleneck in the work that they had. So during the pandemic, they decided that they needed to invest in another machine. And here it is. It's great to see. It's only actually been on the shop floor for 2 weeks now. This is the 750 LR machine. LR standing for linear rails. It's an 8K spindle, 3.5 ton machine, solid casting and linear bearings in all 3 axes. Currently, it is doing quite simple work. Again, operator loves this. Knowing the XYZ control system, that he just found it absolutely seamless, and it's a Siemens control. Moving on, so that's their milling section, and in fact it's Elliot who operates all 3 of those machines. We're going to go on to this machine, which we know Nathan and the rest of the team operate too, which is the XYZ CT65. 65, of course, denoting the size of the parts that you can put on here. They're doing a lot of intermittent cutting, broaching, polygon turning. It's a nice 4,000 RPM spindle, 23 horsepower, with a 17 kilowatt power on this machine. In fact, I know that XYZ say that they can pretty much machine any material, and here's some nice example of some parts that they're making on here also. So very, very happy. Oh, there's another part, so I'm going to grab that one too, just to show off exactly what L&R Precision are able to create. And then last but by no means least, alongside all their manual machines, their sliding head machines, they have this machine as well. So this is a lathe, but quite interesting with this lathe is they have got a setup on this so they can go from machining 1 mil parts up to 8-inch parts. So this is the smaller part. I think this is a 3 mil. So this is a smaller part. And then if you look across here, this is the size of the other part with a quick changeover on there. So the point I'm trying to make is this is a company that have such a wide variety. You've got manuals, you've got sliders, you've got turning, you've got milling. As a subcontract machine shop, it's so important for them to open up capacity to bring in more work. So what a machine shop they have here. Lots of investment being made at L&R Precision. So you may think that this here is my either hospital bag or makeup case. You're wrong actually, because this is a mobile floodlight and it's called the mobile flood box. So Phil, over to you, tell me what this is all about.
So this is a rugged, weatherproof mobile floodlight, 20,000 lumens, exceedingly bright, same sort of brightness as our sports lights.
Oh really?
So exceedingly bright, and it's designed for industrial use. So it's for mobile kind of applications, for utilities or railways, that kind of market.
So overnight if they're needing to. So what you'll do is
repair and maintenance.
Really? So then you'll plug it in, charge it.
Yep, it's got the batteries in the case, so you charge it using the lead that's in there, charges up overnight or during the day, and then you've got several hours of use out of the batteries in there.
To be fair, MTD-C&C, we need some of this for when we go out on site. So have you had success with these, and who is it ultimately that's going to be your most popular customer?
So at the moment this is a pre-production model. We're
Okay.
about to go into production with it, and the types of people we're going for are actually the utilities type markets. You know, the maintenance, people with large maintenance crews, that sort of market.
Right, so when it gets dark, you're going to need one of these overnight, but then you might have a contract that might be in the middle of the UK, and then the next night you're right up north, and then the next night you're down south.
Could be in a city, could be in a park, could be anywhere, literally anywhere. That's the point of it being mobile.
And you're making the majority of these parts here at L&R.
Many of the parts inside, the mechanical parts, are being made here. That's absolutely right, on the machines behind you. Yes.
Well, good luck with this, and
Thank
a
you.
fantastic example of British manufacturing.
So you're getting a theme here. L&R Precision are working with Core Lighting to make some fantastic products, but let's see some of the components they're manufacturing. We didn't see the Citizen sliding head machine, but they're over at the other machine shop, but this is what they're making. So perfect examples, some pins, some little collars there, which are drilled and tapped, but this part here, look at that. So it's milled flat, slotted, and then over the other end, drilled and tapped. That's coming off in less than a minute, and it's an absolute perfect example, slider head work on a brass component. Then we've got some mill parts here which are perfect for the XYZ machines, as you can see there. Different materials though, so you've got brass, aluminiums, and then over to your acetals here. Perfect again for your milling, and this part here slotted there. Okay, and then over to the fixed head machine, so they're XYZ, again XYZ, you're getting a theme here. Obviously they've got the DMG MORI as well, but these parts here, so this is collar, again aluminium, and then as Lindsay alluded to, they're doing parts from 1 mil up to 8 inches. Now this part, about 3 inches, 75 mil, roughly, don't quote me on that, made from solid aluminium, but that's used in these lighting components. So that's a great example of what they're doing by L&R Precision for Core Lighting. I hope you've enjoyed watching today's Swarford Chips. It's a great story. L&R Precision machine shop coming together with Core Lighting to manufacture a great British product, not only for the UK, but going around the world.
Exactly, and Richard, who runs the machine shop, what I found was really interesting is his daughter works here, his son works here, and his brother-in-law, and most of the engineers are very young, so he's really investing in future generations, and they've gone through their apprenticeships too.
One thing I'm putting on the spot though, what's Richard's surname?
Demczynski.
Been here, it's a 1 hour job, 4 hours.
Demczynski.
Great machine shop, great British manufacturing. Lindsay, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, Richard Demczynski. Have I got it right yet?
No,
No.
I'm going.